Nobody knows what causes it, and nobody knows how to cure it. The best theory is that we blame the retrovirus, the human immunodeficiency virus. Its presence is made known to us by the useless antibodies which appear in reaction to its entrance into the bloodstream through a cut or an orifice. The antibodies are powerless to protect the body against it. Why, we don't know. The body's immune system ceases to function. Sometimes the body even attacks itself. At any rate, it's left open to a whole horror house of infections from microbes which it usually defends against, like the sarcomas, these lesions, or your throat problem, or the glands. And we think it may also be able to slip past the blood-brain barrier into the brain, which of course is very bad news. And it's fatal, and we don't know what % of people with suppressed immune responses.
This is very interesting, Mr. Wisdom. Why the fuck are you telling me this?
Well, I have just removed one of 3 lesions, which biopsy results will probably tell us is a Kaposi sarcoma lesion. And you have a pronounced swelling of glands in your neck, groin, and armpits. Lymphadenopathy is another sign. And your oral candidiasis and maybe a little more fungus under the fingernails and 2 digits under the right hand. So that's why I'm
This disease,
syndrome.
whatever, it afflicts mostly homosexuals and drug addicts.
Mostly. Hemophiliacs are also at risk.
Homosexuals and drug addicts. So why are you implying that what are you implying, Henry?
I don't mean to.
I'm not a drug addict.
Come on, Roy.
What? What? Come on, Roy, what? You think I'm a junkie, Henry? You see tracks?
This is absurd.
Say it.
Say what?
Say Roy Cohn, you are a...
Roy.
You are a... Not Roy Cohn, you are a drug fiend. Roy Marcus Cohn, you are a... Go on, Henry. It starts with an H.
I'm not going to say it.
With an H, Henry, and it isn't hemophiliac.
What are you doing, Roy?
No, say it. I mean it. Say, Roy Cohn, you are a homosexual. Now we'll proceed systematically to destroy your reputation and your practice and your career in New York State, Henry, which you know I can do.
Roy, you have been seeing me since 1958. Apart from the facelifts, I have treated you for everything from syphilis.
Not from a whore in Dallas.
From syphilis to venereal warts in your rectum, which you may have gotten from a whore in Dallas, but it wasn't a female whore.
So say it.
Roy Cohn, Roy, you've had sex with men many, many times, and one of them, or any number of them, has made you very sick. You have AIDS.
AIDS. Your problem, Henry, is that you're hung up on words, on labels, that you believe they mean what they seem to mean. AIDS, homosexual, gay, lesbian. You think these are names that tell you someone sleeps with, but they don't tell you that.
No.
No. Like all labels, they tell you one thing and one thing only. But it's an individual so identified, fit in the food chain, in the pecking order. Not ideology or sexual taste, but in something much simpler. Clout. Not who I fuck, or who fucks me, but who will pick up the phone when I call, who owes me favors. This is what a label refers to. Now, to someone who does not understand this, homosexual is what I am because I have sex with men. But really, this is wrong. Homosexuals are not men who sleep with other men. Homosexuals are men who, in 15 years of trying, cannot get a piss-hand anti-discrimination bill through city council. Homosexuals are men who know nobody and who nobody knows, who have 0 clout. Does this sound like me, Henry?
No.
No. I have clout. A lot. I can pick up this phone, punch 15 numbers, and do you know who'll be on the other end in under 5 minutes, Henry?
The president?
Even better, Henry. His wife.
I'm impressed.
I don't want you to be impressed. I want you to understand that this is not sophistry. This is not hypocrisy. This is reality. I have sex with men. But unlike nearly every other man of whom this is true, I bring the guy unscrewed to the White House. President Reagan smiles at us and shakes his hand. Because what I am is defined entirely by who I am. Roy Cohn is not a homosexual. Roy Cohn is a heterosexual man, Henry, who fucks around with guys.
Okay, Roy.
And what is my diagnosis, Henry?
You have AIDS, Roy.
No, Henry, no! AIDS is what homosexuals have. I have liver cancer.
Well, whatever the fuck you have, it's very serious, and I haven't got a damn thing for you. Now, The NIH in Bethesda has a new drug called AZT with a 2-year waiting list that not even I can get you onto. So get on the phone, all right? And dial the 50 numbers and tell the First Lady that you need in on an experimental treatment for liver. Because you can call it any damn thing you want, but what it boils down to is very bad news.